We are here, and today I'm going to show you how I plan my videos sometimes if I want to plan it. Now, I'm someone who just mostly create videos unscripted, just turning on the camera and speak out of my mind and making videos like that because it's just the way I like. But today I'm going to show you if I want, sometimes if I create a plan for the video, what are the things I follow. I just quickly go and show you the quick ways I create videos on YouTube, and what are the steps I take first and what are the steps I take last. So first of all, I have an idea, and usually my ideas come in the middle of night. I don't know why. I always have a notebook or something with me if an idea comes, because naturally the science behind is that you're getting information throughout the day. You're watching videos, you're reading books, you're in workshops and this kind of stuff. And at the end of the day, naturally your mind processes those information. Then after that, you're getting those ideas. And if you're getting ideas like at the middle of night, or you're going into bed and you're getting ideas, that's why it happens. And I'm also like that. And when I get the ideas, I store it somewhere on my phone, on the task, or a notebook, or somewhere. I just record it, that I have it there, that I don't forget it, and I don't stress myself out. Now, the first step is idea. I hope you can see it. Yeah, first step is the idea. I find the idea. For example, I say, what is the idea? How to open the door. How to open the door. The idea, I found it. Now, the good thing with the AI these days is that you find the idea, now you don't have to worry too much about how to match it with like a very viral hook idea. I'm going to show you in a bit. So first thing is idea. How I find the idea, that's the most important thing. Your idea has to be something either solves a problem for someone, either it's a tutorial, either something entertaining, or either something that people want to watch. That's the whole idea about this idea section. Then second, after I find the idea, I go and create a like dot point in an AI tool, let's say Gemini or ChatGPT or anything. I go and create dot points. I call it dot point. Dot point. Because if you don't have dot points in your videos, it becomes so hard for people to track what you're saying. And sometimes when I script it like this, or when I plan my video like this, it becomes much easier for me to understand what I'm saying, and it becomes also much easier for people what you're getting in the video. And this one also help you with the description of the video, also for the keywords to match it and make it much easier for your posting also. So I go and use an AI tool to give me a information in a dot point for this title. So for example, it give me 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 dot, and I got this in a like PDF or notebook or something like that. Then what I do from there, I just get this one and I study it. So third thing, I study it. I study the plan. I study the dot point. I call it study plan. So I go and spend some time, I read it, or either I write it on a paper, the summary. I don't want to keep it like as AI and put it in my video straight. I just want to make sure to change it in my own style. So that's the way I do the study plan. So now I have the idea, I have the dot points, I did my study and some change and this kind of stuff, and I put it on paper. The fourth thing, now I'm mostly ready to to record the video. So if you're someone who is using a teleprompter, you can change your handwritings to something teleprompter ready by putting it in an AI tool, and AI will turn it in a teleprompter ready. But I'm not really a fan of teleprompter. That's why when I study it, usually I remember these, but I keep a note of dot points in my handy when I'm recording, that if I forgot, I can just have a look and I can say the things I have. Then now I have the motion, I have the, what do you call, after the studying plan, I want to create an idea what kind of like a frame I want to make for the video. Is it like in a green background? Is it like in nature? Is it standing, sitting? What kind of tone I want to convey? And like the communication style, what do you call it? Com style. So the language, I say calm style, communication style. Is it engaging? For who is it? Like, is it for Gen Z or is it for someone else? And what is the communication style? What like the timing, the style you want to convey? Is it friendly? Is it relatable? Is it very strict and professional and monotone? What kind of things, like what kind of communication you want to create? This one also, you can use AI to help you with this one. Like you can ask AI to, for example, you have an audience of Gen Zs and you can ask AI to create from the second point, dot point, you can ask AI to create or give you a suggestion of the best communication style for the audience you have, like for example, you say Gen Zs. Then after that, it will create those communication styles for you. Like it says, for example, it's friendly or this much time, 2 minutes, long form, and you get the idea once the AI gives you that communication style. But here, you don't have to be very strict, because the way I have is like, I usually want to make it more relatable or make it more natural that can connect with the people. That's why when I get the suggestion from AI, I also alter it here. So I put ALT here, that I also alter these things. Dot points, I alter it. Study plan, I get it. Yeah, sometimes this is altered version. That's why I don't put alt. Yeah, I get the communication style. Now I have what I say, and now I have what kind of things I want to say. I mean, now I have what kind of things I want to say, and now I have in which way I want to say. Now, in the fifth step, I put the camera because now I know the framing, now I know the framing, the timing, the communication style, the messaging tone, the audience. I know it in com style. Now, in the fifth, I do the recording, video record. In the fifth step, video record. In the video recording section, it's normally you just put the camera in whatever setup you have. Like you put the camera, like let's say it's the frame, and then you have the camera, make sure it's charged, and I want to make sure that the camera is charged and it has battery and everything is set up, my mic is working, and you just want to make sure those are working, because sometimes it happens, you want to record video, you have everything set up, but you don't have this video record set up. Your microphone doesn't have charge at the middle of the video, your microphone goes out of the charge, and the video, half of them is audioless. Audioless, is that the correct word? Yeah, and it's important step that you have a good preparation on the video recording. So video recording is done here, and now the steps becomes with 2 more steps: editing video and posting it. These 2 steps are one of the crucial things with the first one. The first one and the last 2 steps, which is like all of them important, but for me, I really think about those things. So 6th step, you edit the video, you get the footage, edit, any software you use, you just edit the video, and then you're ready to post. It's normal you have your audience or the channels you want to post, and it's not that problem, like you have TikTok or something or YouTube, and you sure you have the video now. Let's say this is for YouTube, like long form. And then the 7th step, this is my 7th step that I use all the time. The 7th step, you want to post. For the posting, you have to make sure you have the post content. I call it post content. Post content. What does it mean? Post content, based on the video you have, based on the title you have, you want to create these things. Optimized, like I will put the optimized one. Optimized. You want to have optimized title. You want to have optimized keywords. You have description. Based on the transcript of the video you edited, description. If you need to use hashtags, you need to optimize hashtags. And then thumbnail. This step is very important. So now you come to the last step. This is the very important step. Like if you don't do it properly, even if you've done these things right, it makes it much harder for your video to like to be good packaging, or like to be something good. That's why it's very important. Now, some people might not agree with me, the idea with the thumbnail, but I don't want to create my thumbnail here because I don't know which kind of framework I want to record, because I usually want to have my thumbnail a screenshot of the video I have, like from the area I'm sitting. I don't want to make it really off from the scene I have. Like if I'm wearing black jacket in the scene and my thumbnail is in white jacket, then I didn't really like it. I don't think it's good for the algorithm also. That's why I'm someone who creates the thumbnail at the last step. I have the video description, I have the video transcript, I have the screenshot, I have the edited look. So now I'm ready to create the thumbnail. And it makes it much easier. Like you start by optimizing your title. How you do it? AI. Just go and ask any AI tool to give you a couple of at least 10, 20 titles for the idea. vidIQ is a good tool, but sometimes I don't have a plan for that. Sometimes it just gives you a suggestion, oh, this title works for you, for your video best, because it does an analysis of the video transcript that you upload on YouTube when you're posting, because you can see some tutorials from the vidIQ, like how you're going to use vidIQ to improve the title. But for someone who doesn't have or doesn't want to pay for vidIQ, or just want to use an AI tool for that, then it makes it easier for you. Like for example, for Gemini, you give the main title was like how to open the door. You give it to the Gemini. Or if you want to make your job much easier, you just go on, for example, ChatGPT or Gemini or any AI tool you think it's good for you. Then you go and say, based on this title, give me, like, for example, 20 high engaging title for these kind of audios. So title you covered. Then you say, also give me the keywords for YouTube. You say that one. And you say also create a short description. It creates a description for you. And then you ask for, and you say hashtag. So in one prompt, you put all of these and you save that prompt every time you want to post a video or you want to create a post content. You can just copy and paste that prompt and just change the title. That makes your job much easier instead of typing it every time. And then the last thing is the thumbnail. In the thumbnail now, there are some apps good. The vidIQ creates the best thumbnails using AI, but if you're not like using AI, ChatGPT is best if you want to use ChatGPT because it's just quick to use. But if you're someone, you can use also Canva to just manually create that thumbnail. And yeah, now what do you call that? For the things, like for these 5 things, like title, keyword, description, hashtag, and thumbnail, what are the things I change afterwards I get from AI? It's only the description. If I see the description is very long or something like not really connected, because I'm giving the prompt for the AI, not the video transcription. That's why I can change this one. If you want to if you want to do it more accurate in the description side, you can get the transcription of the video and then give that transcription to the AI and then ask it to give you all of these. That makes it much more optimized for you if you want to do it like very in deep level. Yeah, so these are the 7 steps I use to create my videos. Usually if I want to plan my videos, but usually my videos are not planned. But sometimes I create videos which is planned and I have an idea, then I follow these steps. Find the idea, create the dot point using AI, study the plan. It means you study the things you got from AI and you write it in your own handwriting. And then you set the communication style, who's your audience, how long you record, in which frame, and like which communication style, and you just get these one also from AI and you have it there. And then you go and record the video, because now you have the communication style, you have the dot points in your hand, you have the timing and everything. Timing is not that important. Then you have the video record, you record the video, you have the editing, you edit it in your own style and this kind of stuff. After editing, you have the most important step, which is post content. You can use AI the best way. Get the transcription of the video after you edit the video, give it to the AI and ask it for title, keyword, description, and hashtags, and ask it to make it very good. If you're using ChatGPT, you can also ask for the thumbnail at the end in one other prompt to create that thumbnail based on the information you got, like if based on the title, keyword description, and hashtags you got from AI. For example, you got these first thing from ChatGPT. It give you the title, 20 title, you liked one of them, you choose that, and then in the new chat, you can literally put that title and ask it to create a thumbnail for you by referencing the screenshot of the video you edited of yourself. Then now you have the whole video ready to post. So I'm still gonna keep improving, but yeah, this is the way I created it. I find it very efficient and useful and very powerful and deep level when it comes to creating videos. I hope you like it, and I'll see you in the next one.